Last week was a big week for Otto Porter. He is the subject of my second trend, looking at his increased offensive efficiency. If we go back to last week, he had a couple of huge games. One of those was a 34-point, 14-rebound performance against the Boston Celtics, where he just went off the heezy, and it kind of necessitates to look at what he's done overall this season. If we look back to last year, Porter finished with a solid offensive rating at 112, but this year, it's a small sample, obviously, so don't, buy too much into this, but it's up to 129. If we look at guys who have played, who are qualified so far this year, he is fifth in that metric behind George Hill, Chris Paul, Jimmy Butler, and of course, Swaggy P, Nick Young, ranking fourth overall in the league in offensive rating. If we're looking at back to Porter, his offensive rebounding percentage is up to 9.1% from 4.7%, and his defensive rebounding percentage is at 16.2%. That was at 14.7% last year. Again, small sample size being noted there, but it seems as if he is getting better against the glass, and the Wizards are being more comfortable using him. He's up to 34.1 points or minutes per game this year compared to 30.3 last year. The issue with this for Otto Porter is that his usage rate is still low. It's 17.6% overall this year. It's above where it was last year at 16.1%, but it's still not in that range that Brandon was talking about at the top, where it's a guy who's going to be handling the ball quite a bit. If we do look at Porter the past 4 games, though, it seems as if things may be trending up. Usage rate in that span is 21.1% compared to 14.7% before that. And that makes sense, based on his offensive efficiency. You would hope the Wizards would start to increase his workload. So, Brandon, when you're looking at a guy like Otto Porter, who is putting forth a pretty efficient season so far, but not really posting the usage rate that we want for DFS, can you see him, how are you handling him, I guess, for DFS at this point?
Well, I just have to point out one thing. Nick Young is no longer Swaggy P. He's actually Uncle P.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah,
Good to know.
I mean...
Wait, why is he Uncle P?
Because he's Nick Young.